I have a system now for watching TV and movies, where I have one that I watch, like if I'm eating, or if I'm gonna sit down and watch, and then I have one thing that I put on the background. You know, if I'm like doing dishes or driving, I'll put it on the background. Because it's like I don't need to watch it, and those are stuff that I've already seen.
Yeah.
So like, but I recently rewatched Orange County, which is one of the most underrated movies.
I haven't heard of it.
Yeah, we
watched it. I was blanking on it when you said it at first now, but I remember it's the little white guy.
Jack Black is in it, and yeah, it's about a kid who wants to go to Stanford, and they mix up his transcripts with another kid, and so now he has to go to the dean's office at middle of the night to change it.
Yeah, it doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah.
I think I highly recommend it.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Amazing.
It is a underrated movie for sure. But when it comes to college movies, Accepted is by far
that's
the
the
only
other
one you
kinda
ever
thinking
have to
of.
watch. That movie.
That was a great one. South Lyon Institute of Technology.
Shit. But yeah, like that movie was like the epitome of like, it's like a dream come true.
Yeah,
You know, like that is just the most. The scream in the beginning by was it Jonah Hill?
Yeah,
it's
Jonah Hill.
one of the funniest movie moments of all time. Was that you?
Yeah, great movie. No, I kind of went down an '80s rabbit hole. What did I watch the other day? Can't Buy Me Love. Holy shit! It's a good one. It's 80s classic. But you know, I noticed that a lot of movies came out in '85 and '86. That was like in '84 too. But
Yeah.
wow, '84 and '5, they were great movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When did Scarface come out?
That was
70s.
70s.
Really?
Yeah.
Or
Wow.
Yeah, that was.
I watched Heat.
What's that?
Yeah, have you ever seen Heat?
With
Al
Al
Pacino and Val Kilmer and Robert De Niro.
I know I have, but I can't remember it
Very
too
good.
well.
Very good movie. It's Al Pacino is like, and obviously in Scarface he's great. He might be like the best actor ever, really though.
Yeah.
Because he is just
83, actually.
Oh.
Wow. December 9th, 83.
Alright. So that
Scarface.
middle 80s was like.
Yeah.
yeah.
I thought it was in the 70s too, though.
What about Red Dawn?
That was a great one.
I was gonna talk about Red Dawn. That's
80, no, that was 90s, I would say.
No.
Yeah.
Way to go.
That was definitely like early 90s.
That's
Yeah.
1980.
What are you going?
1980.
Okay.
1980?
I'm 80. Because I know, yeah.
Like you're talking 80, not 87, not 80.
80.
Oh shit, okay.
84.
Okay.
So 80,
Damn.
84, 85, 86.
Back to the
Whoa,
Future. Back to the Future's 85. Ferris Bueller's 85.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, so that was a
And-
great time for film.
Breakfast Club is 1981, I think.
So really, just the 80s just went
Yeah,
crazy.
80s.
But I
in movies.
Yeah. But I was thinking about Red Dawn because another underrated movie that I just rewatched, Hot Tub Time Machine.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Is like I never hear anyone talk about it. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Really?
They talk about because the enemy, the antagonist in the movie, thinks that they're Russian spies because they've got because they go back in time and they have the Chernobyl, and it's like a long pop can, and they're like they've never seen it, and they thinks he's reading his poster on the wall, and he goes, "Never before has American soil been invaded by spies until now." And then his buddy comes in, and he's like, "Watching Red Dawn again, huh?" he's like, "I'm not gonna let these commie fucks take over, and I love them.
That movie came out in the 2000s, though.
That
No,
was
no,
like
no,
07,
no, no, no,
07.
that was the remake.
Oh.
Wait, which one are you
No,
talking
I
about?
thought the time.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Red Dawn.
No.
Because Red Dawn was remade
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
by.
I wonder which one I've seen.
but I don't
I've
know.
seen it once.
Well, you would know.
Yeah.
Because the old one's dated looking.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
pretty like.
Like they're like in the western, like they're like out in like the. It's like a western, but it's like not based in a western.
Not even close.
Well, no, like the feel and the vibe of it. Like I feel like they were always in the middle of the desert fighting. Was they not?
Was they
I don't know what Red Dawn is.
Dude, he like comes up on the hill and he's got like a fucking machine gun.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And it's always in the red clay desert. That's where they're always at in this damn movie.
We'll have to go
It
back
was
to
the
that.
greatest. Think about
Yeah,
this, right?
I haven't seen Red Dawn.
The Western movies were the greatest movies because the budget was
Yeah.
basically free.
Right.
Get a guy with a big name, give him a fake gun and a fake badge, and then just play in the dirt.
Yeah,
The dirt's
I mean-
free. It's the desert.
Yeah,
no one's
they-
here anyway.
They made, a lot of those movies not, you know.
I
They
mean,
didn't
the
break
good,
the
the bad, the ugly,
bank.
they don't ever have sets. They just walk around.
Yeah.
They have like one like little shanty town they visit,
Yeah.
and then the
And
rest of the
it's-
movie is
right.
just in the
So
desert.
there's not big money back then, you know, in production, but they were still great films, you know.
Yeah.
You didn't need the all the money.
They could have shot the whole movie in
Yeah.
one day.
Yeah.
It's nighttime. Let's
A
do the
lot of
night
those
scenes
were
right
like
here.
they
It's
were
like-
filmed in like the
In Italy.
in Italy, yeah.
They're spaghetti westerns.
Yeah.
Spaghetti westerns. I've never heard of that. Huh.
Because I believe it was cheaper to film out
Mhm.
there, and they already have like towns that aren't visited, so it's just like
Really? I always thought they were all in.
well, at least then
Nevada.
after the renovated.
I always think of those movies as like the middle of Nevada, like just.
Right. Well,
In
that's
the
what they're
middle,
led
yeah.
to believe. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what they want you to
which
believe.
is good. Yeah.
Well, did a good job.
That's awesome.
Spaghetti westerns.
Yeah. Here or something. But nonetheless, this is 3, and then so you will have fought your first fight and maybe more by episode 4. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we'll have footage and we can have, go from there.
My struggle with it is always like, what is after? You know, like I remember when I ran the marathon, like the next like 2 weeks, I was like, I just felt lost. You know, I just felt like terrible. Like I didn't have anything. You know, it was like that
The
was
ultimate
it.
goal was
Like the
achieved,
journey, yeah. Like it was all about the journey.
Mhm.
You know, it was all about the journey. Then there was the day you do it, and then the next day you wake up and you're like, well, I don't even know who I am. like,
Yeah.
like I was this. I was accomplishing
Well-
this goal, and now I'm just here.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I hear you. I think the difference is that that's such a major feat that you don't just jump in and now you're going to do one in a couple months or maybe you will, but I mean you're not going to do it every week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fight, we're gonna fight, and then you could get fights, going how many ever you want. So that will keep you into the want to train,
Right.
get better and healthier, just kind of stay in that boxing lifestyle.
Yeah.
Because and running goes hand in hand with that. But as far as I see what you're saying that's because marathons are like, the championship of running, basically. You know what I
Right.
mean? So even if you run the marathon now, yeah, I could run the local 5Ks and that, but it's just not the same,
Yeah, like I could wake up tomorrow and knock that out. Like it's
Yeah.
not, and I guess maybe it's kind of mean to say that
No,
way,
I
but like a
think-
lot of people are like, oh, I'm gonna do this, race, and they get excited, and it's like for me, it's like there's nothing exciting about that.
Yeah. I think you just got to keep in that mindset. That's the hard part of it all, keeping in that focused mindset of working out and you set your own goals, Maybe, I don't know, who knows what you want to do after this fight, Could
Yeah.
be your last one, could be your first of many. We don't know. I don't even know, what I'm going to do, but like I said, I could retire from it, or I could maybe keep going. I don't know, but I have that luxury.
Yeah.
It's all what I want to do, At my pace and that. Again, I think that you know is everything. Everything that you want to do in life, you gotta do it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, get you in the ring now.
You know, goals, because you know, again, a marathon is such a huge. You don't get into running and say I want to run a marathon. No, you start with I want to run a 5K. You know, and at one point for me, that was a huge goal.
Yeah.
And I did it. And
Yeah.
then you're right, it becomes maybe too small then of a goal. But you've reached that, so you have to do these stepping stones to get to the bigger goal.
Yeah.
I mean, there's bigger goals than marathons too.
Mhm.
The ultra, and that's where I draw the line, though. You know, I won't do that. I personally don't need to do that, but somebody may.
Yeah.
You know, as far as this boxing, I just want to. For me, I want to get good in the ring. That I'm going 3 rounds. I feel great, and I'm still not at the end to where I'm just totally drained. I have no more. You know, that's what I don't want to be. I want to be able to get through these fights and still have energy in the tank. You know, That's my goal right now. And if I keep working at it, I will achieve that. But I like being in these small fights, man. I like it at this level. I like that it's unsanctioned. I like that there's no real, tight rules and this and that. It's just get in there and fight. You know, I mean, it's pretty basic. It's pretty simple, and I like that. I stuck with my mindset this week. I wanted to train a little bit and back it off. Definitely yesterday I didn't do much, and then I steered clear of injury. I'm going in. I told you I pulled my leg the one day, but I backed off of it, and then I just went easy, and then now I'm here. I feel good.
Yeah, not to scare you guys, but I was kind of doing the math here. We're gonna have a crowd.
Yeah. We're gonna have
At least
there's a lot of people that want to see me get beat up a little bit.
it could be about 15 plus people.
It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot.
That's good. That's a good thing. I got some people coming.
We got Brendan and Dushko probably are coming.
Dushko
Sarah.
and Brennan need to get in there too.
I tried to get when last time we were there. I told Brendan, I was like, Brendan, we train together.
Yeah.
We're the same weight class. You're a little bit stronger than me. I'm a little bit faster than you. It would be perfect.
Yeah.
And then we're getting in the ring knowing, like, I have no idea who this guy is. This dude could literally kill me. I have no idea. I know Brendan would kill him. You know what I mean? Like, there's a line there that you just know, you know?
Yeah.
So I tried to get him in, and he was just like, nah, man. No, it's not for me. And I feel like Dushko probably could get into it a little bit, because he, you know, but me fighting him is pointless.
For me,
at least in this way.
Yeah. It's definitely it's a sport like any other sport. I think the younger you are when you get into it, you're obviously gonna be better,
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it is a sport, a physical, full contact sport, like football or anything else. But it's just a matter of, any sport. If you have the skills and the strength, you're gonna be the better opponent.
Right. Yeah.
But when that's matched up, strength and skill, then you got a good fight. You got a good game ahead of you.
And that was my focus for the training. Is like I knew going into this. Obviously, I've never boxed, relatively speaking, and so I got 3 months to be a boxer, or I got 3 months to be physically ready.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know how to get to the other one.
Yeah.
I know how to be physically ready.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hope. I'm going into this thinking, I gotta focus on my strengths, because my strength is not gonna be to outbox this dude.
Yeah.
In 3 months.
Right.
It's not. I'm gonna get outboxed, whether that's my focus or not.
Mm-hmm.
So my focus really wasn't boxing. I mean, I would say I watched a lot of videos. I did hit the bag and did some work and some footwork, but it was just being physically able.
Yeah.
Because I'm good at that, and I can keep up with that.
Right.
And I could maybe surpass this person, whoever they are in this.
Yeah.
But as far as outboxing somebody, I don't expect to do that.
So you're basically
That's how I look at it.
basically and I'm exaggerating, but with your approach, he could beat the shit out of you for 6 straight minutes. You'll take it, and then he'll tuck her out at the very last shit.
And then I get my pieces in. Yeah. And I'll get
That
goal.
could work. That's not a bad idea.
And that
actually.
aligns with my goal, though,
Yeah.
right? My goal was to survive the 6
Yeah,
rounds. It wasn't to
absolutely.
win.
Absolutely.
It wasn't to knock this dude out.
Absolutely.
It was to survive the 6 rounds. So I'm doing everything for
Yeah.
survival.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, I did that. I pushed myself on this. I went on the Stairmaster, and I had just listened to, because I was watching like motivational, garbage, and I listened to Conor McGregor when he was fighting in Rio de Janeiro.
Mhm.
I think I may have
Yeah.
sent you guys the video, but and he was like, "I own this town" or whatever, and he was going off, and I was like, "That's so exciting," And then I was on the Stairmaster, and it was the second to hardest. They have like landmarks you could do, so like the Twin Towers.
Oh
is
yeah,
out
yeah,
there.
that's cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah.
So, and I saw the second to hardest one was Rio de Janeiro, and it was like the Christ the Redeemer.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, this is perfect, right? I just watched the video.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna own Rio de Janeiro, and I'm gonna test my faith, and it was so much fun. It was hard.
Mhm.
I was on the Stairmaster for an hour and like 20
Holy
minutes.
shit.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy.
Holy shit! Yeah.
It was 233 floors,
Wow.
and I burned like 800.
Is it just going up and then?
Oh, just going up.
Yeah.
And it was crazy.
Wow.
But it's the second hardest one on the Stairmaster. But when I
Jesus.
completed it, I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah. That's
Nice.
cool.
It was cool. Yeah. And I sat in the sauna after that for about half an hour, and I was tired. I was pretty much gassed after that. But I wanted to do something hard because for me, like, it's the mental part of today, getting
Yeah.
through those 6
Yeah.
rounds. So like, I wanted to do something really hard that was gonna push me. Like
Yeah.
you said, you worked out earlier in the week,
Yeah.
and then you're, winding down.
Yeah.
I kind of did the opposite. I was like,
Yeah.
the day before, I'm gonna
Yeah.
really push it to
Right.
see where I can.
Well, I don't know if there's a set way to do it. That's just how I do it. You know
Yeah,
what
it
I
seems
mean?
more logical. Your
Because
way.
I know when I take a day off of the gym and then I get back to it maybe a day or two later, I do feel better and stronger. And
Yeah.
if I'm going every single day, maybe I'm just not noticing it, but I just feel like I definitely
down, or-
don't have the energy,
Yeah. I would ride to his favela on horseback.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
kill everyone not fit to work.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, dude, that's crazy.
Mhm.
Because the crazy thing is, those type of guys, it's for real. Like, he's not wrong. That's what they would do back in the day.
Mhm.
They're not built for society. Like, if you look at those guys, they don't have any place other than that. It's that or jail, really.
Mhm. Mhm.
There's nothing else for those kind of guys.
Mhm. They're just warriors.
Yeah. It's kind of wild,
Yeah. When I was starting to lose, I don't even know I'm eating these donuts, but they're good, whatever. But I started fasting, so I'll fast for like 16, even longer sometimes. And once you get into that mode, you see that you really don't need a whole lot of food to just be, you know.
Yeah.
But when you do run out of that energy, when it burns through it, you'll notice that too. Like, I think I told you I went to the gym the one day and off of a fast, and the trainer just was like, I ran on the treadmill and then I did the class. I couldn't even pick up those little kettlebell weights, and they're like 4 pounds. I couldn't even lift them.
Really? That's awesome.
That's how much I was just
Just
treated
drained.
all my energy, But then once I started fasting on a regular, because that was like the first day I fasted too, and I just went,
Oh, yeah.
And so then once I started fasting more and got used to it, then I was able to get in the gym and still go without just going
Yeah.
empty,
Have you ever done that, Alex? The fasting or anything?
Oh, I don't like eating. Like, it's not like
That's so crazy to me.
I eat to live. I don't live
Yeah,
to eat.
yeah.
Oh man, I wish.
That's because some people are like, it's kind of a food addiction, and you just eat and eat and eat. And,
Yeah. See, I don't fast, but I don't
You don't like?
eat a ton.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
So you
I
don't
like
need
that.
to fast, really.
Yeah. I like that.
I like the
That's
fasting for me because then it'll keep me within the parameters of 8 hours. I have 8 hours to eat within a day.
So you only do so much damage, you know?
Yeah, so I mean, it's not like, you know, I just got to get it in at that time, you know? I think it regulates everything, and you really watch what you eat, you know, at that time. At that point, I have an app, you know, I put all my calories and my food in and shit. I think you might have shown me that app.
Yeah, I use
My
Lose
Fitness.
It. Oh, I use Lose It.
Oh, okay.
But I have used
Same
the
difference.
MyFitness. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like the same
yeah.
thing. I didn't like the interface on the MyFitness as much
Mhm.
because it seemed like just more complicated. Like the Lose It, you just type in whatever it is and it'll come up, and you just
Yeah,
you know.
that's cool.
Yeah, it was fun. It's just so much fun. I've been excited about it. It's been exciting losing weight, you know.
Yeah.
And like when we started, like we were talking about earlier, that basketball. Like when I first started, I mean, I was terrible. I was bad. Now, you know, I'm finally keeping up with Alex and his friends a little bit, and it's exciting. It's fun. You know.
Basketball?
Hmm? Just being healthier.
Oh, yeah,
You know?
yeah, definitely.
But like when I was playing with them at 240, I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
it's like I'm only doing so much.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, now
240, that's a heavy weight, man. That's,
it's big.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you're at what now?
216. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what I was yesterday. 216.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah. So now it's like, you know, and I think if I lose another 16 pounds or so,
Yeah.
they're going to have to be worried because I'm going to be scoring every time. Ain't nobody stopping me at 200, man. There ain't no
Yeah,
way.
You can get there. You can definitely get there.
Yeah. But it was fun too because like at this weight right now, we were playing against this massive dude. I mean, he was probably 280,
Uh-huh.
you know, and he was this big 280, not like
Yeah.
I'm just 280 guy.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, he's a huge dude, and yeah, and I was able to compete with him in the paint, you know, and we almost got into it because like we were just playing hard, you
Yeah.
know. And it was, I had fun. I hope he had fun, but yeah, it was a lot. But I had bruises all over. I still got them. I got bruises all over
No
from that
shit.
guy. Yeah. But you gotta do whatever it takes to win.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
Yeah, once you get to the 200 mark, I mean, that's a different
Yeah.
class. I mean, it's,
Yeah.
200's always been like the, you know, for me, that's the max.
Yeah.
I've never been 200. I've never seen it on a scale, but I've
Yeah.
seen 199, and that, you know, does something to me. I just go in, I flip a switch, and I cannot go
Yeah.
forward in life
Until
past that
it's-
scale.
yeah.
I have to fix this.
Yeah.
And so I'm still not too far away from 200, you know, that I'm comfortable. Because I want to get to like at least 160, 165.
Yeah.
But, and so that'll give me and if I can live there and stay there at this frame, I'm good with that, you know.
What is your recommended like weight as far as like your BMI?
I'm
I
not
know
quite
that's
sure.
kind of.
I know it's like
But are you
really crazy. It's like something like
140?
150 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like ridiculous. I'm like, I'm not, no.
Well, I feel like that scale. There's something. I don't want to say something wrong with it. I guess it's a scientific scale made
Yeah.
however they see fit. But
Yeah.
like, yeah, I think mine's like 170.
Yeah. It's
And I'm like,
tough.
dude, I can lose all the weight I got. I'm not gonna be 170. I'm a
right,
big ass
right,
dude.
that's right.
Like my legs are probably 170. Like,
Yeah.
and I have not, you know, my leg frame and everything is good.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm fat, but my legs are huge.
Yeah.
What am I doing with these?
The BMI thing doesn't take into account nationalities. I mean, Samoans are not going to be at a weight that they should be, whatever, 'cause they're
Yeah.
just big people. Samoans are going to weigh a little bit more than Japanese people.
That's
how
fair.
they're
Yeah, I
Koreans.
never thought of that.
So it
Because we're built different.
just different animals.
Yeah.
So it's like if you were like take a BMI of like dogs, and then there's wolves and there's chihuahuas. And it's
Yeah.
like, well, they're a little different.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what the recommended is.
Yeah.
I just know where I want to be to feel good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You said it's 165?
Yes, and I'm at I was at 170 pretty much the last time I saw you, but now I'm fluctuating. I'm like at 175 today. I feel great, but I know if I get to my weight that I want to be, I'll really feel good.
What were you on your last fight?
Probably about the same, 176.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
so
because that's funny because you say that and it's like you look totally different. Kind of like what you were saying earlier, the redistribution
Right,
of it.
right.
Like you last time
Yeah.
saying you're the same weight is
Right.
crazy to me actually, because you don't look anything
Right,
like you did
right.
last time.
Right. It's just you're right.
You know? Not to say you were in horrible shape last time, but it was
Right.
like a visible difference, you know.
I think again, so me after this, I'm just gonna continue training and whether I fight next time or not, I don't know.
So there you go.
But that's what I said the last time, and then once.
Well, you
but
said
then
you were retired, and I was like, well, I gotta do it, so.
So, then you were fuck it, I'm gonna do it then. And so here we are.
Yeah.
But then after this one, you gotta reevaluate every time.
Right.
Once you get to that, like you said, you get past the goal.
That's how you
Okay.
look at a real fighter, you know?
Yeah.
Each fight, you're like, all right, well, where do I go from here? That's awesome.
Right.
That's cool.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be real fun. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Cause yeah, and I like the way that they sanction it. It's like they don't even say like a winner or a loser.
No.
Like they're just like, hey, these
Yeah.
two dudes fought.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Right.
Right. You don't need a winner or loser.
No, obviously
Because
the
the
guys
fans
that
can
didn't
see
make
it.
it past, a certain round,
Well, right.
That's obvious winner or loss, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean at the end, if you're still standing,
You won. Yeah.
no one counted how many punches you got in, or
Right.
they didn't go to the judges.
Yeah, and it's not like a participation trophy either, though. It's like a weird, perfect balance of like, it's respect for finishing.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's like the fans will know who won or lost, and sometimes you don't even know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just whatever.
Yeah.
Because no one cares that much.
No.
You know?
The win, again, I told you, is getting in the ring. Period. The win is getting to today. The win is that feeling better than you did when it was just an idea. So it's all a win. It's not a loss to me. Again, yeah, if we're professional and I'm not going to get paid, well, then that's a loss.
Yeah, right.
If I don't show up, if I don't win, I lose money. So it's all just for sport, man.
Yeah.
I want to push myself, and see what I'm physically capable in life,
What did we have going on last time? Oh, it was the cicadas.
The locusts.
The locusts.
Yeah, the cicadas rather. Same thing,
Same,
right?
I think they're the same.
Same thing.
I think there's something to do with like wings or not wings or something.
Oh,
like that.
okay.
Or when they're born. I don't know. They're like the same but different.
Yeah.
Do you know the difference, Al?
I think locusts are bigger.
Okay.
I like that one.
Like cicadas are like little bugs.
Locusts are like mini birds.
These locusts are bigger.
Someone at work told me that they didn't like Napoleon, and I just.
Yeah? Napoleon Dynamite?
Ben
doesn't like it.
I don't understand.
I'm good.
It's the greatest movie ever made.
Ever.
That's subjectively the greatest.
It's up there. Yeah. They have large
Pass.
talons. You ever see, I don't think of this because of the llama. His llama,
Yeah.
what is it, Lucy? What's the
Tina.
llama's name? Tina, eat the food! But no, I was watching this video online. They have this, it's like a couple of Australian guys, and there's this barbed wire fence that's electrified, And the dude was like, oh, it's for the cows. And then, to keep the cows in. And he's like, hey man, don't touch it. And he's like, you saying I'm not stronger than a cow or whatever? And he fucking grabs it and he like shocks himself. And then he goes, whoa! He's like, and it's all in an Australian accent. It's hilarious. He's like, they got Pikachu in this thing. And then he goes, I want to do it again. And then they like get addicted to it and they keep grabbing it. Dude, it was awesome. I'll shoot you guys a video. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. When I first discovered it, I watched it for probably like 20 minutes. Just on loop. It's like a 3-minute video. I watched it 10 times. It was hilarious. Yeah. My favorite is when he rides on the bike and he whips the stick. It's him in the face.
Like, dude, he got hit hard with that snake. Like, how did they? I guess they just filmed it. Like,
They had to just like that had to be real.
Yeah.
Because back then they didn't have like the AI type stuff either.
Well,
Not to that degree.
no.
So yeah, dude got beat in the face with a
Yeah.
steak.
Yeah, it's such a strange, good movie.
It's
It's something that can't be remade.
no.
You just can't do
No,
it.
there's no point. It wouldn't be good,
Mm.
no matter what.
It'd be garbage. It'd be ruined.
Like the movie isn't.
And you can't
good.
do a sequel.
No, it just is.
It is what it is.
It
It
is.
is.
It just is. Because the movie's terrible. Like there's no plot. There's literally no plot. It's just hilarious,
Yeah.
start to finish.
Yeah.
Like there's like maybe a mini plot of like, you know, Napoleon's brother ends up with that chick, but that's kind of like two little scenes.
Well, and then they got the marriage, right? At the end.
Yeah. But there's nothing like
Yeah.
there's never anything where you're like Breakfast Club, right? The plot is they have to get through this day. How do they do it? You can't say that about Napoleon.
Yeah.
There's never anything like when I think of the plot, I think of him dancing at the end for some reason. And that was only like a little part of the movie.
Right, right.
You know?
Yeah, that was he danced to get Pedro elected, right?
Yeah.
Or was,
Yeah.
Or was,
Vote for
or was it
Pedro.
related?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like they're like yeah. The vote for Pedro like
His summer dances to get whatever his face is.
Yeah.
Or
the
to
buff
get
like
herself
that.
Yeah,
elected.
yeah,
To
she
get
was
herself
running.
elected.
She
yeah.
was running.
Vote for
But
Pedro.
Pedro didn't really have anything
Then
for himself.
he pulls up.
Yeah.
He said, I got hot. So I shaved it all off.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Happy Gilmore has a date on it. I don't
Oh,
remember what
really?
it was. Was it
It's a lot.
July 25th? I think?
Really? I haven't seen anything on it.
Yeah.
They're definitely doing it though.
It's happening.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that one.
Man, but you know if it doesn't live up. But
It
it
won't
will.
live
But
up.
it will. Yeah, I believe. I
I
believe in
hate-
Sandler.
Yeah, I
Because you know
gotta,
what?
I gotta give you.
I thought that about Grown Ups, going from Grown Ups 1 to Grown Ups 2, which I didn't love those movies as much as his normal
Yeah,
movies.
yeah.
But I was like, oh, Grown Ups 1 was good enough. Grown Ups 2 really, but then it was good.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I hate. And I sound old, but like I hate that every movie is a sequel.
well,
Every movie is based off of a.
they're out of ideas. It
Off
seems.
of a paid franchise. Like they're making a He-Man movie.
That could be one.
Yeah, but like no original ideas ever again.
Yeah, no, I hear you. It's
No more.
Right, right.
You either
It's
make it on a property that's already existing, whether it be Jumanji, Transformers, Star Wars,
Yeah.
Marvel, He-Man. They made a fucking Battleship movie, like, or you
But
make,
there's only
or
so
you make
many
sequels.
ideas.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. I think that's
Original stuff is it's rough, man. Yeah.
I mean, what are you gonna think of though?
Yeah.
It's like
You know what?
Well,
You know what I thought was good was Joker 2.
Joker 2 was great.
You were great even. I thought it was fantastic. Did you see
It
it?
got shit
Did
on,
you see
but I
one?
loved it.
no, I didn't see either of them.
Oh man,
I enjoyed one. I loved one.
The only Joker
But I
remember
thought it
was,
would be screwed
Dark
up.
Knight Joker. But Heath Ledger,
yeah. I just rewatched all those.
that's the only Joker I know.
Oh yeah.
God, what a great performance! That
Yeah.
that whole movie,
Yeah, that was
but
awesome.
that
No, no.
was one of the greatest movies I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I saw it the other day
Good
again.
one. The Dark Knight, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. And that's when they really, they went away from like being cheesy with it, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, and Heath Ledger, he was awesome. But yeah, he went out. He died.
Yeah. In the character.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. A lot of that was filmed in Chicago.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good movie, man.
It's really cool to see those type of guys do that type of movie, though. I mean, obviously,
Well, that's
don't
why
want to die, but it's like
That's why Joaquin. No, not we.
Mhm.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix, right? he makes it. He's great. I think he's a great actor to begin with. But I mean, for him to do Joker, I mean, he kills it.
Yeah.
He is the Joker to me.
Yeah.
The way it should be.
He's great.
Did you guys end up seeing Gladiator 2?
Dude, I put it on for like 5 minutes. I just couldn't even 5 minutes. I just couldn't do it. Yeah.
Really? I love
All
it.
right,
I mean,
I'll watch it.
It's not as good as the first one, but I love that it answers like all the questions
Okay.
that there were.
Right.
And there was one point in it that bothers me so much and it's such a small thing that I feel like nobody would really even notice. But in the very end of the first Gladiator movie, remember Buddy's friend takes the little like figurines of the family
Okay.
and he buries them
All right.
in the ground
Yeah.
in the Colosseum
Okay.
of they belong to Maximus.
Yeah.
In the second movie, at the very end, and it won't spoil anything, but they just don't. There's a moment where he like one of his buddies goes back or something, and like is in the Colosseum like all alone, like the buildup was there to like recover them or something, and they just didn't do it. And I was like, well, that was kind of the whole point of you building this scene. I felt. But I had just watched the first one and then immediately went and saw it.
Really?
So for me, I was like, I had all these lingering
Yeah,
questions.
yeah.
If you just watch it and you vaguely remember the
Yeah.
first one, you probably wouldn't notice. But I was coming right off the first one. I was like, I have all these questions, and I was hoping they'd be answered. And most of them were, except that. And I was like, oh, you guys really dropped the ball on that.
Yeah. You went to the theater to see it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know. I tried to. Again, I may have been distracted or something, but I just remember just like.
It's good.
I don't like Denzel Washington, but I love Training Day.
Well,
Yeah, Training Day's great.
so not liking Denzel, I think, would add to this movie.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't not watching.
Well, give it a
I
try.
can't stand him.
I'll give it.
That's kind of the point in this movie. Is you won't be able to stand this motherfucker, dude. You'll be like, dude, this motherfucker needs to go, dude. Yeah, it's. He plays that exact role. He in the second one, he plays the role of like, dude, this guy needs to fucking be done. Like, you can't stand him.
Yeah, that's kind of how Training Day is. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. I think
Is
Denzel's
he in
perfect
Shawshank?
for.
That's racist.
I think he's perfect for like Training Day, but I think he's just kind of a one-trick pony, man.
Or is that Morgan Freeman?
He plays the cool guy.
Yeah.
He's Robert De Niro.
Right.
Hey, Robert De Niro, can you be the coolest dude ever for every movie? I'm sure it's real. I'm sure it's real hard.
I mean,
Like what?
it's
not like donuts.
dude. Jesus Christ, I had like 5 of them already.
Yeah, you're good. You're fast till the fight now. You're ready.
I'm gonna be off donuts.
Electrolytes and sugar just fucking
Sugar
hopped up
rush.
in that ring. Round one's gonna be explosive.
Alright.
But yeah, I don't like Robert De Niro for those same reasons.
Yeah.
Hey, can you just play the
No.
dopest dude every movie?
Yeah, but
That's
that's
what
what De
Stallone
Niro
does.
goes back
Yeah.
to.
So you don't like Stallone either, relatively speaking.
Yeah, but Stallone doesn't get like roles like that.
Yeah, but he's the same.
Denzel and Robert De Niro are in every movie.
Dude. Yeah, but Stallone is too.
Stallone
He's
makes
the
his
same.
own movies. It's fine.
Well, I guess that's I guess the same thing
Robert
with
De
Adam
Niro's not-
Sandler, right?
Robert De
Adam
Niro's not-
Sandler makes his own movies, and that's why he's
Well, Adam
always
Sandler's,
him.
Adam
Yeah.
Sandler's hilarious because his wife is an actress. He just is like the hottest women to play his wife or his love
Instead of
interest
his
in
wife.
every movie. And he's like just some like dude, like he's some
Yeah.
white guy. That's what cute white guy.
That's why you love him, because it's like this average
But
Joe.
he makes all the movie stuff.
Yeah.
Like making like Longest Yard. Like, oh well, how do I'll just be like the coolest guy ever. Like when the one
You just changed-
the one officer tries to hit him with the bat, he goes, "Cut that shit out. It's getting pretty old." Like, all right,
Alright.
you're like,
Yeah.
you know, the most average dude ever. You're
Yeah.
not stopping the freaking nightstick.
Yeah.
Stop.
But he knew it was coming.
And he's basically like Peyton Manning level good of
Right.
quarterback in the NFL. Like
Yeah, he was a stud.
he was the guy.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Well, that was a remake, though.
Yes, but what's his name? Burt Reynolds is cool. And
Yeah.
Sandler's not. Like,
No,
cool.
yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
yeah, but he's
I love
got
him.
his
I
thing.
love him.
That wasn't a Happy Madison production, though, was it?
I believe it was because
Yeah, it had to be.
Rob Schneider's in it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Chris Rock's in it. Pretty sure it's all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is all the usual characters. What's his name? He was in Sopranos.
Oh, Joey Diaz. Joey Diaz is in it.
Joey Diaz.
Joey
but
Diaz
not
is
him.
hilarious.
The other guy, Buscemi, Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi.
Isn't he in?
He's one of the
Officers.
like no one of the like inmates
Okay.
at the end.
Yeah, he does keep the same crew like every movie. You know?
Well, that's what I love about it too,
That's
and
the
he
great
always
thing,
mixes up their characters.
Right.
You know, you don't know what you're gonna
Right,
get.
yeah.
Like, especially like Rob Schneider's a great example of
Yeah.
that. Like sometimes he's like normal, sometimes he's like yeah,
Goofy stuff.
like the longest or not longest yard, Waterboy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
dude, who is the guy though? Who is the coach in Waterboy? The assistant coach,
I don't know his name.
not the real coach, but the assistant coach.
Yeah, I don't know.
The
He's great.
the guy that doesn't speak English.
Oh, I don't know.
Is he in other Adam Sandler productions? I'm sure, right?
I don't know if I've ever
I
seen
just don't know if I
Yeah.
can think of any other roles he's played for him. But I feel like he's been in other
I
ones.
think he's the dad in 50 First Dates.
Maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe.
No.
I like 50 First Dates.
I would have never noticed that.
I'm sure he's the dad in 50 First Dates.
No way. Why? I gotta check that.
Yeah.
Because that's crazy.
Check that one.
I'm watching the Mr. Deeds right now.
It's a
Love-
good
that's a
one.
good
I love John Turturro.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like
He's
one of my
good
favorite
too, yeah.
actors ever.
Yeah, he's
It is
fantastic.
He just gets to his mansion or whatever, and he sneaks up, like turns around, he's there. Very, very sneaky, sir. Very sneaky. You underestimate the sneak. Yeah. And I just watched the Transformers movies, the first three. Steals every one of those movies.
Yeah.
Every single one. He's
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah. When they stop him and then when they arrest Sam and Michaela, and then the Autobots save him, and then Mulvey's pissing on him. He's like, "Hey, yeah!" And then at the end, they're at the Hoover Dam, and the army guys turn on Sector 7, his group, and they've got him at gunpoint. He's like, "You want to lay the fate of the world on the kid's Camaro?" Okay. Okay. And he's just the best.
Yeah, he's good, man.
Those movies are great.
I love Transformers.
Mhm.
Those
First
those
three.
songs really helped me with my training too. I loved them. They were great for the training. All that Linkin Park.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
What's better, Scarface or Goodfellas?
I never watched
Both
them.
mafia movies in a
Um,
sense, but
I would say Scarface. You know, Goodfellas is awesome.
yeah, I think they're both great, but in their own way.
Yeah.
And he was saying no, Goodfellas is better. I'm like, I don't think I could pick one, but I don't know. Scarface is so great just because Al Pacino is just so good,
Mhm.
and I don't think
Mhm.
anyone in Goodfellas is like, wow, that was a great performance. You know, like that was awesome.
Yeah.
It's hard to compare the two.
Yeah.
You know.
It's funny to think of the impact that one person could have on a film like that. You know? Because like you're just playing a character.
Mhm.
So whether it's written good or not is one thing, but like to perform it,
Mhm.
you know? Like it's so odd.
Yeah. Definitely. Al Pacino, you know. Yeah, Al Pacino really took it to another level with that. But I mean, you know, Goodfellas when Al Pacino was young and not Goodfellas, Godfather, right?
That's what I was thinking earlier when we said that it was in the 70s. Godfather.
Godfather.
Was in the
Yeah,
70s.
now that's another one, you know, though it had the young Al Pacino, Robert De Niro. And that's really, you have to start there, you know what I mean, to start comparing other mafia movies, you know, I mean, yeah, Goodfellas was awesome.
See, I don't like Godfather.
Yeah, but it had, whether you like it or not, it's kind of like you have to
Appreciate it, but
Appreciate
it's not.
this, yeah.
I would never like watch it again.
I thought I don't know which one it was. I'm not L1. It starts in Italy, right?
It's a wedding in Italy.
Yeah, something to that effect. Or it takes place a lot in Italy, and you get the whole story. I think that's what you have to know or understand about any of it.
I just remember like shoot up like a pizza parlor, and then when he wakes up with his horse's head next to him.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah. How's the cat life treating you, Jay?
Good. Yeah, they're fun.
I haven't seen any new videos.
I haven't been posting.
Yeah.
I didn't post at all in February.
Okay.
I need to get back at it.
Yeah.
I do, because I when I was looking at the subscribers, I had queued up like 15 or 16 days worth of videos in January, and I think I got like 81 new subscribers in January.
Oh shit.
And so after that, though, I had queued them up for so long, I just stopped posting. You know, because I was posting every day, but then I kind of binge posted and
Yeah.
scheduled them. So then it was like, oh, I don't have to post today, and then I got out of the routine of it, and so I gotta get back at it.
Right.
But I'm hoping that this helps. You know, I'll have the pod, the film from tonight,
Yeah.
and then everything I've been sitting on, and it'll be good. But yeah, they're great. They're funny. They're funnier and funnier every day. They just
Yeah.
just the new things they
They're weird.
figure
They're
out.
weird little creatures, man.
Yeah, and they're all so different.
Yeah.
Yeah, like one he's just insane. He'll jump. He was actually, I got a picture of him. He's up there because we let him play in the garage every once in a while.
shit.
But he got up there, and then we have one cat that she doesn't even like jumping up to the furniture. Like that's high for her.
Yeah.
She's like, it's like, how are you the same animal?
Right.
Like this one figured out how to get there. I don't even know how he did it.
Like,
and then the other
on
one's
the metal
like-
part?
Yeah, yeah.
Holy
And then the other one is not even trying to really jump on the chairs. It's
yeah.
it's so insane,
Oh shit.
So it's fun. And they
Yeah.
play differently too. He likes to jump at things in the air, and she likes to pounce. She's probably the most coordinated when it comes to catching things on the move like that, So they just have different strengths. It's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all fun.
It is.